Hello, excuse me. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. I just came in to drop and say hi and to ask a question about when will the government open back up. It looks like it's going to be a while. They have not come to any agreement yet, and people are still suffering. And I just don't understand why this government is not open back up. And Donald Trump is saying that he's going to give a partial of their SNAP, but they won't get the whole SNAP because he wants the government open back up when it's really their fault that the government is closed because they are trying to play hardball and mess with people health insurance. And so that's why the Democrats are fighting so hard because they don't want the health the people health insurance to be messed up. And it's just a shame that they have not come to agreement yet to open up this government. This government needs to be opened up so that the American people can get their benefits and everything else that they deserve. Some people have worked hard for their benefits, and to tell them that they're not going to get part of their benefits or because the government shutdown is really, really sad. I have never seen anything like this before in the United States of America, where the government is on a shutdown this long. And it has been on a shutdown for a while. And it's just, really, it is just praying time because the government is not opening back up anytime soon. And I see that because people are, you know, they're crying, they're asking for help, and they're trying to get something, some food from different organizations because they are losing their jobs, especially the federal workers, they're losing their jobs. And I just don't understand why no one is saying enough is enough. Open up this government so that these people can get their stuff. And it's just really crazy to me that no one is trying to do anything about it to open this government back up. You know, I my one of my followers, she was like she didn't get her food stamps. She said even though she works, she only get a little food stamps, but she depends on those food stamps just to get a little little food in the house. And it's really sad that people are working paycheck to paycheck, paycheck to paycheck, and they are the ones that are going to suffer because the government is not opening back up. See, the ones who don't want to open back up, they got money. They're millionaires. They don't have to worry about where their next food is going to come from, how they're going to pay their light bill, how they're going to pay their rent. They already have the money that they need, and it is the people that do not have money that go to work Monday through Friday, that works paycheck to paycheck to paycheck to pay these bills, and they're going to suffer because the government is not going to open back up anytime soon. And it's just really sad that people are going to suffer like this. And we just need them to do something and to just open up, just open up the government. That's all we ask is just to get the government back open up so that these people could get their benefits. Some people have worked all their lives, and it's in being told that they might not get their Social Security. You know, they've been working all their lives. That is just a shame that they're doing American people like that. You know what I'm saying? They're saying make America great again, but it's not being great again if you can't buy food for your children. It's not being great again if you don't know what to do and you're losing your job left and right, left and right. That is not making America great. That is not making America great at all. And it's just a shame that it's like no one cares, you know. No one cares that the American people are suffering. And we're looking and we're like, Lord, what is going on? And you just need to just pray to God, because I know that some people are just trying to figure out what they are going to do, how they're going to do it, and it's just really, really, really getting ridiculous. They need to open up this government so that these people can get their benefits. Do you all know anyone that's been affected by the government shutdown? And what are they doing to get the benefits that these officials that they need? Um, I know people that are being affected, and it's like really hard. You know, it's getting really hard. You know, they're trying to figure out how they gonna feed their children, how they gonna do this and how they gonna do that. It's just really getting sad that this government has not opened back up yet, and that it seems like no one cares. No one cares that American people are suffering. But I tell you, last night in that elections, they really showed the Republicans that they're getting tired of them. Because most of the Democrats won those elections. I saw in Virginia where almost every other state went to the Democrats. They voted Democrat because they're getting tired of what is going on in America, what is happening in America. And they're getting tired of it. They're getting tired of, ICE is on the streets, and they're picking people up that are citizens that they should not take. And they're picking people up that are American citizens that have the paperwork to say that they are citizens of the United States of America. And things are just getting worse, like worse by worse by worse by worse. And I've just seen like, man, I don't understand why a person that wanted to be a president of the United States have two terms. The first term was chaos. Now the second term is chaos. Why would you want your president be the presidency of the United States to be full of chaos and uncertainty? Why would you want people to remember when you were the president of the United States that all we had was chaos? All we had was drama. All we had was people fighting each other. All we had was it was just awful his first term. He had COVID came out his first term. And I just don't understand why people will vote someone back in that didn't care about you the first term. And you think he's going to care about you the second term? Because I see some Republicans that are upset with him. They're upset with the way things are going. And they're tired of it. In America, we should be tired of seeing nothing but protest, protest, protest. People getting killed. More the mass shootings, like the mass shootings, just look like they just getting out of control. They're just going. I don't understand. People are just going nuts. They're trying to, this is to take someone else's, life and stuff like that. And it's really getting hard for the American people. And I came on because I just want to know, when is this government going to open back up? When are they going to come to some type of conclusion that this government needs to be opened back up and that the American people needs their benefits to survive? There's no way that people who have worked all their lives don't know if they're going to get their checks or their little food stamps that they do get. And some of that is not a lot. And it's just, it makes you sick to your stomach to see that this government is shut down like this for so long. And it looked like, I don't know, it looked like it might not open back up anytime soon. And it's just heart wrenching to see people crying and say, how I'm going to provide for my children. How am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? I work so hard, and how am I going to do this and do that and do that? And it just look like they don't care. They don't care about us. It just look like they don't care. And the American people are just suffering. So I just came on tonight just for a little while. It wasn't going to be long. Maybe I'll come back later on, and we can talk about some more things that are happening in the world. I just know it's just time to just pray and try to come together and ask God for help, because I'm tired of seeing American people suffer the way they have been suffering. I'm tired of seeing the chaos. It's just really sad that that people are just going through. And I just came on. I wasn't gonna be long. Hi to Eddie and Mitch. I thank you all for being on this evening. I thank you all for joining with me. And like I said, do you all know anybody that's been affected by the 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 um, the shutdown, the government shutdown? Do you guys know anybody that is going through right now because of the uh, of 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 the shutdown, and people are just trying to figure out what to do and how to do it? And so I was just wondering, do you all know anyone that is um going through? And if so, what are they doing to to make end meet, to provide for their family? But I like to say, I was only going to come on for a little while. I thank you all for coming on and being with me on tonight. You all have a blessed evening. Bye.